Hey everybody, I can't believe it, it's Save Day Sunday time. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Amanda. I'm 36 years old. I live in the state of Oregon, and I'm a low-wage earning mom and wife trying to save my way out of debt and also save for future endeavors such as sinking funds. Okay, so we have all of our cash here. I keep playing with it because it's a bunch of ones and some tens. I had a very hard time getting change over the last couple of days because, as you know from videos, life events happened, and we'll talk about what is going to come of those life events. And as we do the savings challenges, because a lot of you guys are new to the budgeting community, I will explain how they work. Okay, so most of these savings challenges in this section of the book I made myself, and some of them were made by other creators. I will let you guys know who they were made by, but for right now, let's go ahead and take care of our coinage. We have this container with all the kitties, and I'm the burglar. Sometimes I do take change from this, but not recently. It is getting quite full. It's very, very, very heavy. I have already counted this once, and I can tell you that there's more in here than you think. So we're going to add that in there. I put my start date on the lid, and when it's going to be full, I can put the finish date, and we'll either put it aside for a rainy day, or we will go ahead and cash it in. And you guys know, I've been saving these for quite some time. This is since last year, around November, December time, I have been saving these pennies. Okay, the pennies get to stay, especially since all the stuff with the pennies is going on. Oh, I have 2 pennies, that's right. Okay, I love saving money. I'm a very frugal, kind of cheapskate mama, so you guys know lately there has been no spending. No need for a no spend challenge because we're professionals at the no spend at this point. So let's count our cash. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 50 and 25 is what? 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Woo! It's a lot more than I thought. I did go to the bank right as they were closing on Friday to get my dollars. We're going to be using the dollars for something very specific in a minute. So I have some mini savings challenges, and then I have some full sheet size challenges. We'll go through each one. I may not have funds to stuff every single thing today, just because we did have the car situation happen. We'll get into that at the end of the video or closer to the end. Maybe midway we'll do that. So just keep watching, you'll get the car update. These are mini savings challenges. Each one of these has a different amount of little icons here. So we will be rolling the dice to save for these, which we will need one of these out of my cute little compartment up here. You can hardly see it. We're going to grab a dice. Okay. I do have a lighter. Someone asked me about that. Do you smoke? I do not smoke cigarettes. I can't smoke cigarettes. I have in the past, in my young years, high school, early 20s, okay? But it's been a really long time, and I only have the lighter because I do usually have a candle in here, but it's been hot. So also, if you hear the fan in the back, that is what it is. So I created a game to play, and I'm sure at some point I will give all this stuff out for free, but for now we're just rolling with the punches. So this is a mad dash to grocery savings. This is just a cute way to save, either for groceries or for pantry stock up. I'm using this to put towards sinking funds and debt. I really would love to get some of those personal debts that I have paid down to zero, along with our last remaining credit card. Okay, so these are kind of like a pick a card. So there's that. And then we have the $30 in June challenge. We have 30 little June calendars going on. So I'm going to add some money into this. I know we're kind of late to the game, and we will catch up, I promise. Because $30 is not super hard to save for. So let's go ahead and add $4 into this one. And as you guys see, you can just color these in as a tracker to track how much I have saved every single time I utilize this challenge. And the idea is to start really super simple and then also be able to be realistic with your savings. Because I'm a low income person, I'm not going to be able to save $20, $40, $50, $60, $100 at a time. I wish that that was the case. Don't get me wrong. I do wish that it was the case, but it's not. And I have to be realistic to myself, and therefore I have really realistic expectations. So we're going to add $40 into this envelope. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the envelopes you can find on Amazon. That's where I usually buy them. I haven't needed to buy them for a really long time. You guys know I kind of messed up and bought a whole bunch of envelopes. I mean, I probably have hundreds of these, okay, of the plastic. And then I just create the dashboard and then the challenges. Next, we're going to go on to the 100 envelope challenge. This is one from Mandy's Budgeting Items. She does have a Etsy shop. I'm starting this in June. We'll put our finish date when it's finished. This is a low amount 100 envelope savings challenge. I will do the original one, which is 1 through 100. But today we're starting this little one because, you know, when you're kind of on the struggle bus, you need reassurance that you're going to be able to get through this situation. So let's go ahead and do the first 2 on this one. Now, I have finished this once before. It amounted out to a pretty large amount after all these different challenges. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, well, you're going to put $4 in there, so color in a 4. I'm actually going to color in 1 and 3. So we'll do 1 and 3. Also, my markers came from the Dollar Tree. I got them in the small 5-count packs for $1.25. They are the Crayola brand. I also use colored pencils, but the ones that I was using from the Dollar Tree, they were all like broken up. I'm going to take a drink of my rainbow water. If you don't know what rainbow water, it's just one of those sugar-free drink packets with water. But it's been very hot, you guys. Okay. Roger Rabbit. This is from one of our budgeting community favorites, Donna Powered by Creativity. I did not have the envelope front for it. Now, I'm not saying that this is bad, but I only had money about 6 months ago, a year ago, for the challenge. She does make you pay separately for the envelope, just an FYI. Okay? So we're going to start with this one. This is a $500 savings challenge. So once this is complete, it will add up to $500. Let's go ahead and use this kind of purpley color. So let's go ahead and let's knock out a big number. Let's see, how many 10s are on here? So we have 1 10 here. I'm all about knocking out the big numbers, because once those are gone, then you don't have to worry as much. So there's a 10. Here's a 10. Okay. let's do one more 10. Let's do this one. Now I'm hoping some of these bigger challenges we can put towards the debt that we have to pay. So that would be 3, because there's 2 more. I don't have enough to do 2 more, but that's okay, because $30 is a darn good start when you're a low income person. Now I will say that I do have my bills paid for the month, even though that put us in a situation when my husband's car broke down. We still haven't gotten it looked at because it is the weekend. The gentleman who is the mechanic in our mobile home park, he is someone who I think works a second job during the weekend. So I really try hard to, you know, accommodate my schedule for someone else's, especially if they're going to help me. So we're just gonna have to wait until next week to figure out what exactly will go on with that. Now I'm gonna use these little tabs here as my guide from where I started and where I stopped. So this particular challenge starts here. Well, you can start it here too and go around whichever way you want to do. You're gonna roll a dice, and you're going to go 2 spaces, so 1, 2, which is the star, and if you land on the star, it is $5. So let's go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See, if I had 5s, this would be easier, but Amanda doesn't have any 5s. She just got 1. That's all I had time in my brain to remember. Okay, so let's roll one more time. 1, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So we're just going to keep going with this until we're at the end. That's how you could do it. But let's roll the dice to see how many rounds we're going to do. Oof. We're going to do 4 rounds. So we're going to do 4 rounds. The whole board. So that means that we're going to go around the board 4 times before we pull this money, unless, you know, otherwise. So I'm going to rip this. I'm going to put that on the number 4 where we left off. I'll try to figure out something a little bit better for that. Come on now. Go back in the drawer. Thank you. Okay. It's looking like we're kind of hitting everything on this one. That's okay. Wasn't my anticipation to do it that way, but that's okay. We'll skip the grocery one this time just because these have numbers 1 through 10. And even though I may not be using this for groceries, I am using it for the purpose of saving and paying off debt. But you could use it for groceries. Miss Lady Dice Saves, she does grocery games for her fridge games. And that turns out to be fairly well for her. It helps her with her grocery budget when she goes over. So I really commend her for doing that. So this is movie night. We can save numbers on the movie clips, or we can save on icons. I decided to save $1 a piece for these, just because we're just starting out saving, and like I said, we want to have reasonable expectations of saving. So let's start with one of the icons. Let's go ahead and color in the soda. Now, how many of you guys have been dealing with a sort of storm in your life? We'll call it a storm, where your life has kind of been turned upside down at some point this year. Was it a job loss? Was it a situation that was medical? Have you been dealing with car issues? We've had a couple of car issues since the beginning of the year. Also, last year at the end of the year was the grand finale of all icky things that could happen to us. And that was for sure the bummer of losing my car. Okay? So we're there. We've been there. It's been going on for a little bit, off and on. And you almost feel like it shouldn't be happening to you. But you always have to remember to get back on the horse because, you know, at some point in time, things will get better. And this is a slow and steady wins the race. If you are one of those people that need instant gratification of watching someone save hundreds of thousands of dollars, this is not for you. This channel is not going to be for you. And I apologize that that is not how my life is, but it's just not how my life is. I show my real life on a low income with you guys every single day. Okay, so let's add $1 for the icon and $1 for the movie strip. Okay. And I don't know where these will go when they're complete. We're just saving to save at this point to get rid of some of the debt. Because debt sucks. Let's be real. Okay. Saving like a savage. This is a challenge that I made quite a long time ago. I just never utilized it. It is a savings challenge that has been in my arsenal of things that I meant to release to you guys in a freebie, but didn't end up doing so. So each spray paint can is $1 and each paint splatter is $2. So let's go ahead and do a single paint splatter for $2, and that'll get us started. Now I'm hoping over the next few weeks, because the bills are paid, that we can add more and more money to this every single Sunday, because this is our weekly save day. Okay, so let's go ahead and put 2 into this. Now I do have a sand castle savings challenge. This is roll the dice, and you're going to roll the dice for each one of these. Whatever numbers you land on, roll the dice. Highest number wins double the savings. So if I rolled a 6 for one of these castles, then I would roll 6 again and save 12 altogether for the one castle. But that's how we pick our castle winners, to see which numbers, you know, are higher. If you get a tie, keep rolling to save more until you get one castle that wins. So that can save some serious money. And that's something I created a long time ago as well. These are $5 a piece. It's the spring savings, the grow pots, and then all these cute little icons for spring. We're going to skip that today. And then we have the pigs, which is Lisa Grateful Me, Happy Mailbox Company. These are supposed to be mini savings challenges, but I'm leaving it all as one big challenge. So let's go ahead and color in a 1 for now. And we're going to leave this 10 until the end because I'm not sure what to do with it yet. I want to leave it till the end. I do need to get another envelope started for our scratch offs. I'm going to name the envelope Not Scratching to Gamble, but Scratching to Save. And we'll use all of the scratch offs that everybody has been sending me, but we're going to skip that for today. So let's move all this stuff aside momentarily, and we will go to, I know I have other challenges in here. We do have an emergency fund challenge as well that is right here. This is $60 a piece. We haven't quite got to the $60 yet. We're at $50 right now. But ultimately I'd like to save a certain amount of money for my emergency fund, or our emergency fund, by the end of the year. So some of these have allocations on the back, like this says Hello Kitty, this says Hello Kitty, and what it means by that is that we are adding money into our members only Hello Kitty binder. If you guys know what this is, it is a secret. Members already know, to keep it between us for now. It is something absolutely huge, and we are making goals with that, so members, stay tuned. We got some things we're working on, especially since the bills are paid. So I don't have as many ones as I thought I was going to have for this, but how it works is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different savings challenges. You get a 6-sided dice, you roll it. If it lands on a 3, you'll go 1, 2, 3, and you'll add $1. Okay? Each one of these icons represents $1. You can do this $2, you can do it $3, you can do it $5 a piece. I'm low income, so we're going to do $1 a piece. So we'll leave 3 on 3. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will get $1. 6 again will get $1. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 will get $1. Okay. 6 is popular, it's getting another $1. 1 is going to get $1. Woo! That doesn't count. 6 is getting $1. Apparently it did. 2 is getting $1. 4 is getting $1. 3 is getting $1. 6 is getting $1. 2 is getting $1. 1 is getting $1. 5 is getting $1. 1 is getting $1. And we just keep going until we don't have any more. 4 is getting $1. 5 is getting $1. So everybody got a couple of dollars, but I think 6 was the winner. Okay? So as we complete these, I will go ahead and paper clip, which I have paper clips in here that we will use to paper clip these together, but I'll do that at the end of the video. So we're going to go ahead and mark off 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can color them in. I don't have time for that. I'm on a limited time frame today. Some of these I will color in, like these. We'll do 2 on that one. We'll do 1 and 2. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? And just because it's a themed, like a pet, doesn't mean it's going to go in pets. Okay? Like I said, I will paper clip these when we're done. Cute little cow. If you guys don't know, I am a big fan of cows. And we'll just go ahead and color the tops of these. So 1, 2, at least for now. Oh, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 in that one. My husband's pretty excited about this, you guys. Jordan, he's not on this channel a lot. Someone got really upset because he isn't. They're like, that's not very supportive. And I'm like, well, you know, he doesn't really want to be on social media. He does not have to. This one got 3. I really wish I had my pink. Where the heck did my pink go? I thought I had a pink marker. Oh, here it is. Just bent down and I hurt all of my knees, my ankles, my wrists, everything was popping like crazy. I've been doing a lot of walking with my DoorDash job, lots and lots of outdoor activities with the first few days of summer going on. Gonna go to the park later today, and sadly somebody stole our basketball we weren't really paying attention to it, to be honest with you. And I think somebody snagged it when they left. So we'll go ahead and put 3 with that. And then we've got the chicken here with its eggs. We'll go ahead and cross these ones off. So 1 and 2. Little check marks. And then Hello Kitty got 2. So we'll go ahead and do 1 and 2 on that one. And then that stuff is now done. As you can see, any savings is better than none. Small and slow and steady. So I'm hoping I don't get an IOU. If I get an IOU, I will write myself a little sticky note saying that we owe something money if we go over. So let's go ahead. Let's go to the 100 envelope challenge because I'm really not ready to pull numbers yet. So 100 envelope challenge. Or do we do this one? You know what? Sorry, Mandy. We love your channel, but we're going to go with Mr. Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. If I had one more 10, we could complete the 10s, but I don't, and that has to be okay. Even though my OCD says, find a $10 bill, Amanda. Find one. Okay, so we're going to add the 10 in here. Whew. We'll use the same color. Is there any way that I can find another 10? Let's see if I have anything in my bag of tricks. Bag of tricks, bag of tricks. I don't know if I have anything. $10. Where is my little, because I'm OCD, I will count this money later and say, I need to, I took $10 from this particular fund. I should say money bag. I'll count the money bag later and go, I'm missing $10 when I'm really not missing $10. I stole it. Whew, we got 50 in this one. So, did that take care of all of the 10s? I'm not seeing any other 10s. So, the 10s are done. Okay. So, voila, all the big numbers, like the biggest numbers on here gone. Later, I will go through and see how many 8s that we have in here, because OCD/ADHD brain says please do so, Amanda. So that way we know what we need. So let's go ahead and shove this in here. So you guys, that was still less than $100. $100 a week is $400 a month. If you did half that, it's still $200 a month that you saved. I'm going to put these like so. And I like this because it's bendable. Okay. Come on now. Alright. That's everything. That is Save Day Sunday. We're going to put our dice back in our little cute tray. And we're going to put these back. Okay. So, as always, you can only do what you can with what you got because it's all you have to work with. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. I'm going to go drink my Rambo water and find air conditioning. Bye.